Hello, it's me in the future. What do you think of me? As you look to the future, as you gaze into the future you, where do you notice? Are you looking at later today you? Are you looking at tomorrow you? At next week you? Are you looking at a year from now you? Do you wave at future you and go, "Hi, I'm coming to see you soon"? Or do you just blank your future? Or do you get anxious and churn about your future? How do you relate to future you? Let's take a breath together and just smile into yourself where you are now. And feel present you. And past you, whatever age past you wants to come and say hi and put your arm around past you. Make room for past you. And then have a look and see into the future and see future you. What's the timeline where the future you is that you're looking for? Is it just tomorrow you or next week you? And how are you feeling towards that you? Just have a look at future you and say to future you, how can I love you more? Ask future you to tell you, what's one thing that you could do right now to love yourself more so future you has a better life? So let's take a breath in again and tune into this future you, holding your present you, holding past you, and looking to the future and seeing future you. And then just listen in to future you and ask, what can I do now to love myself more so that future you is more loved, more connected, more on purpose? And just breathe that into yourself. Let future you know that you want to bring your best energy. This is not bypassing energy where you're repressing your feelings and being happy for future you. This is about a vulnerable, authentic, deep, real connection where you are your own best friend. What's the energy that you could give yourself now so you have a deeper, more real, more fulfilling life and connection to yourself? And see how far away that future you is. Just notice how that is. Do you tend not to think about future you? When you see future you, how do you look at yourself? Is it with squinted eyes, or do you avoid looking at you because you don't want to plan because it feels overwhelming? Or do you worry? How much into the future do you look? Are you like really focused and dialed into just the next hour, looking at future you, like the next appointment? Or is it tomorrow you, or next week you, or when you're old you? I'm curious how we can bring love to future you. What energy and care does future you need? So just breathe in, and as you breathe, I want you to breathe into the embodiment of future you. So maybe you're holding the hand of future you, saying, you're wiser, older. Take my hand and guide me in how to love you so we can create a more connected, more loving relationship. What care, what skills, what strengths can we develop now so future us is empowered and aligned and living a life that we love, where we are present and connected and vulnerable and real, authentic, and caring of ourselves. And then look at what today you can do that future you might thank you for. It might be as simple as, I'm going to make my bed because future me tonight would love to get into a made bed, and it would make me feel so nourished. So have a look, dial back and bring you to closer you that's in the future and see what are little things that you could do for yourself today that future you might love. Like you could write a letter and put it into your phone a year from now or a month from now, like an ode to you, sharing what you love about yourself. And ask yourself intuitively, what day me needs extra loving? And just write a note to yourself and put it into your phone calendar so that just one day it will pop up and you would have forgotten about it and you'll get a dose of love. Or could you set a timer for next week and just have a message saying, I love you? What connection and care could you give future you? Because worry is a prayer for things to go wrong. And we don't want to be praying about things going wrong and thinking of all the things that could possibly go wrong, because that doesn't solve anything. So what we want to do, if we notice that we're worrying about the future, ask, what can I control here? And what can I do now to empower myself in the future? What's the resolution I can take? And then I can focus on one step, just one step. I can't remember which religion it is that says, I'm wondering if it's the Quakers who say, when we pray, move your feet. Or when you pray, move your feet. That it's about taking action in the world, not about some elusive hope and dream. So what is one step you could take towards whatever the future is that needs your support? Our mission for today's lesson is shifting out of being passive and not contemplating who we are and where we're growing and what we're wanting to create and just being bland about our lives, or out of being destructive where we're being mean and critical and worrying and thinking everything is going to go wrong. We want to set a boundary on that behavior, catch it in the bud as soon as we notice the worry or destruction or negation or emptiness towards our future, and become proactive and engaging. Like, what are the things that are going to be happening in the future? What are the things I want to create next week? What could I do today? Like, maybe I want to do an art project next week. What are the art and craft things that I need to get this week, or I need to borrow this week, so it's ready for me when I want to do it? And I'm going to set an alarm for an afternoon to do that for myself, so that you're creating little bits of goodness in your life and planning it now Just little things that let future you know, hey, I'm interested in you. I'm interested in who you're becoming. I'm interested in what you like and what you love. And I want to get to know you and see who you're wanting to be. And I'm going to do things today, not wait until tomorrow, not make empty promises. But today I'm going to do little actions that future me will go, oh, wow, I'm really loved and taken care of and proactively engaged with. This is especially hard for folk who've had neglect or not had somebody interested in them or had emotional abuse because they feel like they're not worthy of goodness. And that's a lie. That's just false programming that is not okay. Now what we want to do is rewire ourselves with deep interest. So 7 minutes a day as you're walking to the car or driving somewhere, smile into yourself and ask future you, hey, what can I do today to make future you grateful to current me so that I am blessing myself with goodness every day? I'm engaging in what I'm interested in, what I might love. And if you haven't had somebody interested in you, you might not know what you love. So you can think, what might I like to explore that future me might delight in? And try different things. It doesn't matter if you explore something and you don't like it, and you just go, well, that's clear. I can bless and release that. That's not what I enjoy. And it's fine that other people enjoy that, but I want to find what I love so that future me is just so grateful. Is just so grateful that I am me because I'm loving me. So let's build ourselves up now with love, construct who we are with care and goodness, and seed the skills and strengths and support we need now so that future us has more possibility for flourishing, so that they're grateful for the energy and care and the interest and devotion that current us put into ourselves. So as you contemplate that, just also think, what was I told about growing up? And how did that impact how I now view the future? And you don't, this is a buffet of questions. Answer what you feel called to. This isn't like you have to go through everything. It's just prompts that I ask 2 or 3 questions because some people don't relate to one question, but there might be another one that they relate to. So it's totally fine if you just go, I like that question. You don't need to answer them all. Number 2, what are you worrying about in your future? And what does future you need? What support does future you need? And then finally, what can you do now that future you will thank you for? And folk in Restore have been doing what will future me be thankful for. And they have shared that it's just so helped their lives because they've done little things for themselves, like maybe prepared dinner in the morning. So when they come home, it's easier to put something together. And they're just like, oh God, I knew today was a rush day. I'm so glad I did that. But when we haven't had that proactivity, we don't always know how to do it. So practice and try in different ways, being proactively engaging with you. So you're seeing how you can love present you so that future you is grateful and blessed by who you're being, how you're loving you, and the action that you're taking now to empower future you to flourish. All right, I'm sending you love. I'm going to pop off and go to the VIP call. Tomorrow, we're going to have a catch-up session. So those of you who have been rushed off your feet and you haven't been able to do anything, don't worry. Tomorrow, I'm doing a catch-up where I'm going through all the lessons all at once. So it will be an intense session. I'm going to have lozenges so I don't lose my voice. But I'm looking forward to doing that with you tomorrow. All right, I'm sending you love. See those of you who are with me on the VIP call. For everybody else, you have access to all the videos until next Friday. All right. Sending you so much love, and we'll see you tomorrow.